Not bad, not bad. Hi my fellow bookworms and... fellow what? Hi my fellow bookworms and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a May TBR. I'm switching up my TBR this month and I'm gonna try something new. So I'm doing a May TBR roulette. So basically I've literally just sat here and just looked at my shelf, which is just over here, and just wrote down a random bunch of books. There's 16, what's 16 times 3? There's roughly about 48 books on the bookshelf, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but it's a rough estimate. And I've written down about 16 of them on here, but obviously not off the same shelf. Basically some of them are series, so I can't, if I haven't read the series, I couldn't put the second book into here because obviously I wouldn't have read the first one. So only the first books of series that I haven't read, or the next book in the series basically, is in this box. So I wrote it down, and some of them are poetry books and some of them are uni books, and I have a biography on there which I don't really want to read right now. I'm kind of in quarantine, kind of want to read something a little bit more exciting than a biography. But anyway, I've thrown in here about 16 books, and I'm going to shake it up so you can see me shake it up, and I'm basically going to pull out about 8 of the books. Whatever order I pull them out in, I have to read them in that order too. There's certain books on there that I literally think I'm never going to read unless I force myself to read them. Not because they're not good books, I just wouldn't go to them over the other books, you know what I mean? So this is kind of pushing myself out my comfort zone and forcing me to read the ones that I wouldn't go for necessarily. So yeah, whatever order they come out in, I have to read them in that order, and I'm excited. So I'm going to give this a shake. I thought I was going to hit myself then. She has been shook. How pretty is this box though? I'm going to just pick out some books and I'm going to read them in this order. I'm only going to pick out 8 because usually I would only read about 5 books in a month, and I'm also in the middle of reading, oh she's got stuff on her, I'm not going to pick her up. I'm in the middle of reading Crescent City, which, as you will know, especially if you're a reader, you will definitely know, she's a thick girl. She's thick. She over 800 pages and I'm 100 pages in. So I'm probably not going to read 5 books this month, next month, this month. Oh my gosh, it's the 1st of May. Oh my god, it's the 1st of May. Wow. Wow. This year is flying by, especially while we're in quarantine. I cannot believe we went into quarantine in March. No, April. But I came home from university to kind of be quarantined in March. That is insane. I've been home for so long and it literally feels like a few weeks. Anyway, we've officially been on lockdown for 5 weeks, haven't we? This week? 6 weeks this week? One of the above. Anyway, we need to pick out some books. So, no, I don't want to see what you are. This one was folded funny. This one's not folded properly. Right, okay. I'm also going to be reading anyway. I'm kind of doing this Harry Potter readathon with my little cousin. So I've read Philosopher's Stone and waiting for her to finish it, and now I'm going to be reading Chamber of Secrets, hopefully starting it within the next few days. So I'm also reading that and Crescent City, and then maybe reading another Harry Potter book this month. So yeah, I need to try and go easy on myself with the TBR, because technically they are also in the TBR because I'm already reading them. So add Harry Potter into this TBR and Crescent City and the next 8 books that I'm going to pull out of here. So first book, I'm making sure that I'm not looking at them because the paper's quite, I'm going to try not to look at this when I show you. The paper's quite thin. Please focus. I'm trying to look in the mirror for if it's focusing. Don't get my face. The paper's quite thin, so you can't exactly see what it says, but you can see the first letter, so I can kind of guess. So I'm trying not to look at them. But first book that I'm going to be reading this month, aside, after I've read Crescent City, so aside from Crescent City and Harry Potter, is, oh, I dropped it. Drum roll. I'm actually happy about this one. Can you see this? Please don't focus on me. Come on, can we have some focus? Do you see that? The Cruel Prince by Harry Block. Don't film videos after 8 o'clock, guys. By Holly Black. Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock and I haven't had my tea. I need to go and eat. I'm going to be reading Cruel Prince by Holly Black as my first book of this month, which I'm really excited about. I've not read the series, which I'm very late to the bandwagon on this one. But yeah, I only recently started reading fantasy like a few months ago, so I'm not that late, but I am kind of late in retrospect. So I'm really excited about that one. So I'm going to be reading that straight after Crescent City, which is exciting. Really excited. And yeah, I'm happy with that one. Right, next one. Just one or two. One. Okay, next. Are we ready? The next book. Oh my goodness, wow. She's going to be very well read this month. The next book is Ironside by Holly Black, which is also part of a series. I don't really know how I feel about reading 2 books from a series at once. That stresses me out a little bit. However, I do have the full series of this. I don't have the full series of I actually can't remember what that other series is called, but the other 2 books I don't have, but I have the other 2 books for this one, so I can definitely read the rest of this one in June. So that's always also quite exciting, and it's fairly thin, that book, in comparison to like Crescent City and The Cruel Prince. So hopefully she will be a little bit easier to read, and I might be able to get some more books in since I'm reading such a thick book to start the month. So yeah, that's the second book that I'm going to be reading this month. Next. I haven't looked yet. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I don't know how I feel about this. Basically, I'm not really into classics. I have got a copy of this book and I've heard great things about it, but I've also heard that you study it at A-level, and it kind of reminds me of school, even though I never studied it, so I'm a bit put off it for that reason. However, I've heard really good things about it, so fingers and toes crossed that I enjoy it. But the book that I will be reading this month is The Handmaid's Tale. Next. The way I shake this box. I'm going to do 8, did I say? Next. Oh, I didn't want to get this one. See, this is one of the ones that I didn't want to read. But I've got it, so I kind of need to. The next book that I'm going to be reading this month is a book called The Reckoning by John Grisham. John Grisham is like a crime thriller writer, so if you're into crime and thriller, he is really good at writing them types of books. But they're very weirdy, and like when you're in the court scenes are like very weirdy, and yeah, everything's very weirdy, and sometimes I find his books a little bit hard to understand. I have read The Whistler by John Grisham, and although the plot line was really good, and I was reading it like it was very weirdy, and I was like, what does that mean? That's going to be a challenge, and I feel like I'm going to have to push through that one a little bit, but who knows, maybe I'll read it and be like, this is the best book I've ever read in my whole life. I might not even get up to it, but we will see. So that's the 4th book that I plan to read in May. Next. Next is... what is it? Yay! Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I know I'm a bad booktuber. I have not read Alice in Wonderland, and I know that it's not great, but I did purchase it while I was at uni. I purchased a really pretty, I could not say that word then. I purchased an absolutely gorgeous classics copy, and whoa, my eyes got stuck together then. She's a really thin book, so I might actually fit her in just before we start June. But that's so exciting. I love that book so much, so I'm very happy to know that I will be reading Alice in Wonderland this month, and that will be the 5th book down the line. I'm going to be reading everything so quick because I really want to read that book. I've had it for ages, but I kind of kept reading other things, so I'm happy about that one. 6th book. I feel like this is going to say Holly Black again. I don't think I have any more Holly Black books. What is it? The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Another one I didn't want to read. I'm really late to the bandwagon on this one too. I've had it for so long, but it just looks boring. It's also really short, so the 7th book I'll be reading this month. I probably won't get up to it anyway. Wait, 7th? 6th? Wait, what? The 6th book I'll be reading this month is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So that's what I'm reading. This is the 6th book next month. Maybe I should be allowed one swap. One. So like if I want to swap, not like for a different book, like one swap in the order, but I can only swap, so like if I want to swap the first book with a different book, they have to swap places. Maybe I should be allowed one swap. That's a shout. I'm going to give myself one swap and I'll tell you what my swap's going to be at the end. The 7th book of this month's TBR. Are we ready? Are we ready? I literally can't see it until it focuses on here. What does that say? Ninth House, Kitten! I've been dying to read Ninth House for so long. However, unfortunately it's right at the bottom, so I might actually not get to it. But fingers and toes crossed that I actually reach that book because I'm really excited to read it. I know it's by someone called Lee, but I can't say their second name. Bardugo? I'm not going to try because I'm just going to embarrass myself. But I'm excited for that one. Anyway, the final book in the TBR. There's like nothing left in here now. There's one that I really want to read. Hi. I'm just filming.
So, makeup's glowing, isn't it?
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It looks really pretty. Okay.
Thank you. Love you. Last video. I've literally lost my groove now. Last book of the TBR. There we go. I spat it out. Let's go. Please be one of... There's literally like half I want to read and half that I don't want to read. So please just be a good one. This has got some magic on it. I can feel it. I hope that it's a good one so badly. So I feel like I'm not fond of this month's TBR so far. Oh, she's upside down. What are ya? What are ya? Yes! It was one of the ones that I wanted to read. This one is My Sister the Serial Killer. I can't say the author's name, but yeah, this also came with my new TBR, which is great because I've been wanting to read it. It's a really thin book, so I can read it like that. Get it out of the way. Oh, I'm so happy with the last one. We have 8 books. And now I get one swap. So, we have number 1, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Number 2, Ironside by Holly Black. Number 3, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Number 4, The Reckoning by John Grisham. Number 5, Alice in Wonderland. Woo! Number 6, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Number 7, Ninth House. Number 7, Ninth House. And number 8, My Sister the Serial Killer. I couldn't say it then. So out of them 8, I basically get to swap positions of 2 books, but like the ones that I swap have to swap. So I think I'm going to swap Ironside by Holly Black because I have 2 Holly Black books straight after each other and I don't want to read them straight after each other. I'm thinking, do I swap it to a thicker one? That way I don't reach like The Reckoning, which I don't really want to read. Or do I swap it to a thinner one and then I get to read the ones near the bottom? That's the question. Right, I said I wasn't comfortable reading lots of series at once because they kind of morph together in my head, and I'm already reading Harry Potter this month, so I think I'm going to swap Ironside by Holly Black. I don't actually want to put it this far down, but I want to read this other book. So Ironside by Holly Black was in position 2 for this month's TBR, even not year, and I think I'm going to take Ironside and swap places with My Sister the Serial Killer, which I'm dying to read. So that was in the 8th position of the TBR. So My Sister the Serial Killer now goes into position 2. And Ironside goes into the 8th position on the TBR. So my TBR for this month is The Cruel Prince, My Sister the Serial Killer, The Handmaid's Tale, The Reckoning, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Ninth House and Ironside. And there we go. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up because it really supports my channel. If you have read or are reading any of these books, please let me know in the comment section, because it will be nice to bond over them. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, because I'm also kind of new to booktube, so just kind of getting in the groove of it at the moment. But I would love for you to support me along this journey and be here from the start, because hopefully by the end we'll be a little bit bigger. I'm hoping to be at least 10 subscribers by like the end of this month, so please make that happen and hit the subscribe button down below. I love you all so much. Again, thank you so much for still being here, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Bye! Hi my fellow book... I didn't wave. I filmed so much today. I'm done in. I don't know, I've got hair stuck on my nose. Let's try again.